Assalamualaikum dear students. This video aims to talk about writing paper, which is paper 2 English language O levels 1123. Now here in front of you is the title page of the paper, and here you can see that the duration of the paper is 2 hours, and this paper contains two sections. Section A with one question only and no choice, and section B is with four questions, and you can choose out of four questions and attempt any one question. The numbers for this paper is 50. It means that each question which you attempt is of 25 marks. So each question is having equal weightage. So let's look at the pattern of the paper. The first question is called directed writing. And I must tell you that it is a question which is compulsory. There is no choice in it. So whatever is given that you have to attempt. Let me talk about the structure of the paper. Here you are actually given two texts, text A and text B. Now when you read the two texts, you come to know that these texts are actually contradictory. Now what does contradictory means? Contradictory means that these two texts are having contrasting ideas. Suppose if text A is saying that one should go for holidays during the summer break and before attempting the university, the text B will go against it. So these are actually contradictory ideas which are presented in these two texts. After reading them, you have to come up with your own idea and you have to produce the text which is given to you. Now you may be asked to write an email in response. You may be asked to write a letter. You may be asked to produce a speech, or even you may be asked to write an article. So whatever is given, you should know the style of writing all the different types of writings for directed writing. So let's look at the question for this part of the paper. If we see this paper, this part of the paper which is containing the question, so we here see that this is a short paragraph which is with the direction, and it should be carefully read. Okay, sometimes it happens that students ignore it, or they just read it casually and they don't understand exactly, and they come up with some blunders in their writing. So it should be carefully read because it tells you about to whom you are writing and what is the actual minute details given for required for the question. Now for this paper actually we are asked to write an email. I am not going in detail of the structure. I'm just going to talk about that what are the basic requirements and what is the basic structure of the paper. Now you are given the starting. You need not to give any address. Dear cousin is already written, so it is actually an informal email, and you are going to choose your language accordingly. The word limit for this part of the paper is 250 to 350, quite reasonable. Here you will get 10 marks for the content of your answer, that what is the material you are providing, and the 15 marks are for the quality of your writing. So definitely the mark scheme should be read in detail, and these points should be discussed, but we will discuss it later on, not now. Okay, if we just briefly look at the question 1's mark scheme and the assessment objectives, which are really important, so we will find out that at 10 marks for reading means that how well you can analyze, evaluate, and develop fact, ideas, and opinion using appropriate support from the text. I mean, how well you understand the text and you extract the ideas given in the text. They may be explicit, they may be implicit. And how well you can select and use the information for the specific purpose. So these are two reading objectives on the basis of which your 10 marks will be given to you. The 15 marks, rest of the 15 marks are for the way you write. So writing objective 1 says that how well you can articulate, experience, and express what is thought, felt, and imagined. So how well you can communicate your own ideas and opinion, and how do you respond to the contents given in the text. Then writing objective 2 aims to see that how well you can organize and structure ideas and opinion for a deliberate effect. Then the next writing objective looks at the way you use a range of vocabulary and sentence structure. So definitely your vocabulary standard will be seen. You should have some advanced vocabulary, and that you should have a variety of sentence structure like simple, compound, complex, and conditionals, etc. Then you have to use an appropriate register according to the context. Your spellings, punctuation, and grammar has to be intact. So this is about directed writing, and some brief discussion on the assessment objectives. It means that you have to be a good and a careful reader as well, and you should look deeply into the given text to look at the ideas given in it. Let's talk about section B now. Section B is called composition. Here you can see that 4 questions are given. That was a question 1, the directed writing. That was question 1 which we have just discussed. Now here the numbering is question 2 and question 3. They are descriptive writing topics. Then question number 4 and 5 are narrative. They are a bit different. Let's see them briefly. That question number 2 asks you to describe the scene. Okay, so it is actually a description of a scene at a beach at a time of the day you would like to be there. Then question number 3 is describe 2 members of your family who have completely different personalities. So it is actually description of a character of a person. So both descriptions are completely different. You can choose any, or even you can go for the narrative writing. Now question number 4 is actually a situational story where a situation is given. Look at the question, write a story in which someone takes another person's bag home by mistake. So you have been given a situation and you have to form your story according to it. Question number 5, write a story which includes the sentence, I know I had to overcome my fear if I was going to win. Now you have to use this line anywhere in the story. You may start your story with it, you may end your story with it, or even you can bring this line somewhere in the middle wherever it is adjusted. The marks for all these 4 questions are same, that is 25. So it doesn't make any difference which question you choose, but out of 4 you have to choose one question. But I must suggest you that if you are going to opt for descriptive writing, then you must know all the elements of descriptive writing. And if you are willing to write a narrative task, then you should know what are the requirements of a story writing. So in my upcoming video I'll be showing you an A-starer actual paper where I will be talking and discussing about the way a good student writes. So don't miss to watch that video. Till then, stay blessed and